getting most things done without proper tools. Just by what you do in Africa is improvise. But I'm afraid, you know, that's what holds back so much development in villages. They haven't got, just simply haven't got the tools for the job. So I'm not going to say they give up without a fight, but sometimes the fight doesn't get them much further on.
What is it you're doing here?
Fastening up all the bolts that have come loose through the last what would it be, 7 years.
Bolts to what?
To hold all the teak timbers together to make a rigid frame so they can jump on
Which
and
is
down.
part of?
It's part of an improvised playground that we put together with using everybody's skills, and cut down teak trees from a forest where they're thinning the trees. Could have even been British and American tobacco for all we know. But they came on a lorry and then we had to skin them and cut them. We did have our own saws and drills with us for that, otherwise it would have been impossible. But today we've gone for tools into the big village, which is a pretty big village, and found nothing. No bolts, tiny screws, no nails. It's almost unbelievable that a rural community doesn't have a depository of just reasonably straightforward, decent equipment and tools, and things like decent nails and screws. But that's one of the things we've been asking for years, is to say if there was in each village area what we call a trading post with really high quality stuff on it. That ought to come from UK, in my opinion. That would solve a huge number of problems and motivate to do things much more efficiently. And I think that's partly our fault for not leaving a heritage of British equipment and tools. It just isn't in the rural communities. It might be with the rich in Accra, but it's not here, or any of the other villages we've been in. You just can't get the straightforward tools that we would just depend on to do the smallest job. And yet the strength is here, the skills are here, the workmen are here, so they lack the tools. What they have at the moment is extremely poor tools or none. Hence, motivation down, depression up. Oh! Anyway, it may not look much, but when you get the kids all swarming all over it, amazing agility, it blows your mind that you can make something so simply from bits of wood. And we've been playing on it for 7 years. Is this a foreigner from Liverpool?
From Iceland. Iceland, yeah.
Iceland, looks like
just a milk bottle just rolled in. So about this, what's that there?
That's a great interview question.
Mercedes-Benz lorry axle.
Yeah.
That we turned into an improvised roundabout. Tried to disguise the bits of iron that would clobber your finger off by fastening bits of wood which is torn off, so I'm about to replace it. But meanwhile they go like belting round in it, and up to now I've been told nobody's got injured, but I think it would have left a trail of devastation in UK. But these kids learn to avoid difficulties by climbing trees and being generally adventurous, and we're overprotective, so our kids don't learn very much. But it works real well.
Like the seesaw?
Yeah, the seesaw is a bit of, I don't know, it's a bit of scrap from a lorry. And this time we did choose a decent hardwood plank and some improvised bolts and washers. And I'm surprised that often loaded with about 10 people it's still going, but it is. So beat that one.